Division. The referee is Luis Rivera. And now, my friends, introducing first in the blue corner, wearing the blue trunks with the white trim. He tipped in at 129 3/4 pounds. This young pugilist has 11 wins, 4 losses, 4 knockouts. All the way from Corpus Christi, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome aboard Harold, the real kid Warren. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the black trunks with the burgundy trim. He weighed in at an even 128 pounds. This young man is undefeated in 20 professional bouts with 12 knockouts. He is currently ranked number 6 by the WBA and is the WBA America's featherweight champion. From Detroit, Michigan, boxing fans, here is Tom Boom Boom Johnson.
Gil Boom Boom Johnson was very impressive in January when he defeated Anthony English, who had been around for a while and very much a contender for several years in the featherweight division. And he had a 10-round decision, Boom Boom Johnson did, but he dominated the fight.
Well, yes, Johnson is such a good technician, Bruce, that he can dominate a guy just with his boxing ability. But I don't know where he got the nickname Boom Boom, because there's not too much boom in Boom Boom.
Yeah, good point. He's only had 12 KOs out of 20. Percentage 60.
Now, I'd like to know if Boom Boom knew that Harold Johnson was going to fight as a southpaw. A lot of times these managers, they don't really check out the fighters closely enough. This could present a problem for Johnson.
Harold Warren and manager trainer Bob Garza told me this morning they were fighting southpaw. Good right hand landed by Harold Warren.
Johnson has very good concentration in the ring, Bruce. Takes advantage of every opportunity, very, very quick.
Warren's last fight in May 21st to be exact, an 8-round decision over Tony Green in Atlantic City. And it broke a 2-fight losing streak for him. Hasn't really fought a lot, just 15 fights, and he's 29 years of age. As an amateur, he had 260 fights. He was 240 and 20. Gil Johnson likes to be the guy who sets the pace in a fight, but he's not going to be in that situation against a brawler like Warren.
Well, it's going to take a round or two, I think, for Johnson to figure out Warren. Then he'll start steering him around the ring. A little quicker hands, a little quicker feet. But again, it's the problem of fighting a strong southpaw.
Gil, fighters who like to feel out in an early round, such as Johnson, usually throwing the jab. This has got to be a real eye-opener in the first round where he has to make decisions quickly.
Well, again, it could be a strange situation to him, Bruce. Depends on his preparation.
Inside of 40 seconds in this first round, scheduled for 10. Johnson weighed in at 128, Warren at 129 3/4. Nailed him with a good right-handed Harold Warren. Going to find out tonight if Boom Boom can take a punch. Set to go, round 2. Tom Boom Boom Johnson a little bit surprised. Boom Boom, the black trunks, running it to southpaw Harold Warren, who is in the blue trunks with the white trim. Round 2 scheduled for 10.
It'll be interesting to see how Johnson moves with this strong southpaw. So far, his right hand's been falling short. Bruce trying to counter with that right hand, and he's been falling short with it.
Gil, does Warren negate Johnson's jab by just going inside like that?
Well, it's very tough to jab a southpaw. Now Johnson's throwing beautiful combinations inside. And Warren has the family trait. Wide punches and very, very tough.
A wild right hand which really did not connect.
Come on, step back. Come on, step over.
Nice combination, Johnson quick. And on the noggin. And Warren counters back.
Well, we mentioned that Johnson doesn't have much boom, but he certainly did hurt Warren with that right hand.
And he's showing some toughness in this second round. Taking on a brawler and letting him have it with combinations. Johnson's right hand's been very efficient.
Well, when Johnson's moving to his left, he's very, very effective. He should keep that left foot outside of Warren's right foot. Now he's moving right into Warren's power. See, when he takes that slide over is when he's much more effective.
Warren's getting hit pretty often when he goes inside now. First round, he didn't have such a problem.
Well, his punches are too wide, Bruce. I think Johnson can take him inside and take him apart by just throwing short punches. Now he's fighting the way Warren fights.
And he's countering effectively. Well, Warren's been successful in turning this round into a brawl, but Johnson doesn't look too bad as a brawler. Big right hand landed there by Johnson. Referee Luis Rivera letting these two wail away. And an action-packed second round.
There we go.
The corner of Boom Boom Johnson. Tommy Gallagher working the corner. Okay, let's go back to some fighting on the inside where Johnson did score and score effectively.
Come on, baby. Concentrate.
Well, let's take a look at this infighting. Now Johnson is wailing with wide punches to stairs and a short uppercut. He should really just pull those elbows in and throw short punches with Warren. They don't have to be hard, Bruce. He should put them together. Let's take a look at this now, set up with the jab.
Right hand.
Threw that right hand, Bruce, but it looked like it was a glancing blow.
Yeah, it didn't look like it really connected square on the face. So we're headed to the third round. Warren has lost to some capable fighters over the years. Courtney Hooper, Donald Caples.
Well, he's been in with some tough guys, Bruce, yes, but as you say, 29 years old, only 15 fights. After a while, they just become journeymen and opponents. But the Warren family, just from knowing the two Warren brothers that were fighters, have always were great competitors. Very tough to discourage them.
Frankie Warren, now 31, retired in Corpus Christi, the USBA 140-pound champion for 3 years. Of course, he lost to Buddy McGirt in February of '88 for the IBF Junior Welterweight Championship. Warren's landing body blows.
Well, his punches are wide, though, Bruce, and I think a lot of them are with an open glove.
Two minutes to go in round 3. We're at Kutcher's Country Club in Monticello, New York. I'm Bruce Beck, along with me, Gil Clancy. Tom Boom Boom Johnson, undefeated in the black trunks, taking on Harold Warren in the blue trunks with the white trim. This scheduled for 10. Tremendous his percentage of this fight, Gil, being fought near the center of the ring.
Neither guy's looking to hold, Bruce. They're both looking to just bomb away.
And they both scored there. Who got the better of that altercation?
I think Johnson is throwing his punches a little shorter and a little crisper than Harold Warren. Good right hook by Warren, though, Bruce.
Warren backs Johnson into the ropes. He countered with that punch after he got hit pretty good.
That's the combination to use on Warren. Throw that left hook, even at the elbow. You can nail him with the right hand. You bring Warren right in front of you.
Solid body blow landed by Warren. Warren leaving himself open to a big right hand if he goes down low again. Final seconds of the third round. We'll be back with more for the Stardust Room at Kutcher's in a moment. Headed to the fourth round. This fight's scheduled for 10. It's been a good battle thus far between Boom Boom Johnson, the black trunks, and Warren in the blue. Gil, how do you analyze things through 3?
I think it's a dead even fight right now, Bruce, because Warren is like a bulldog. Every time Johnson does anything that really looks spectacular, Warren rallies right back. He just can't seem to, he doesn't let Johnson take the play at all.
If you have it dead even after 3, you had to have thrown in an even round, am I correct?
That's correct.
I know you know your math.
I know that's against Commissioner Gordon's edict or whatever but I just couldn't separate them in that third round. Now, you see, if I was working with Johnson, Bruce, I'd have him sliding to the left, throwing a left hook underneath, and I think it would set up his right hand. See, when he moves to the left, it takes Warren completely off balance.
And Warren ends up lunging and falling off in many occasions.
Now, see, that's when Johnson's moving to his right, standing flat-footed, not sliding off at all. And you see that right hand is just a little short.
Johnson landing the right and getting out of trouble.
And again, Warren punched right back, though, Bruce. He just does not let Johnson take the play.
Johnson getting the better of the exchange there. Look at the opponents now, Gil. Instead of punching, they're doing a lot more looking and trying to pick their spots.
Warren he just will not, good straight left by him. He just will not let Johnson use his boxing ability and his speed.
Good combination, 2 punches by Johnson. Set him up with the uppercut.
And here comes Warren right back.
No, that's not Frankie Warren. If you're watching at home, it's Harold Warren, his younger brother. Corpus Christi native with similar style. Good combination put together by Warren. And a left hand landed by Harold Warren. Seconds to go in the fourth. Warren finishing the round in style.
Beautiful, man, beautiful like that, okay? Beautiful move and everything, okay? You're real good like that, okay? Keep it up like that. But you don't stand still, move away, okay? You keep it up. You stand still. Stop it, don't want to hit you, okay? Move away, you do.
Were you getting close to him? Were you close to him?
Yeah, No way, don't no way. Okay? Keep moving.
Watch my eye.
Let's take a look at some action here. You see Warren moving inside.
You stay still. He's gonna hit you.
And the punches are wide, Bruce, but it was right on the button.
It was there.
Good left hand by Warren.
Keep a beautiful turn like that. Both hands when you hit him. Both hands, okay? Boom, 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 okay?
You know, Bruce, I think that Johnson missed more punches in the last round, and I've seen him miss in an entire 10-round fight. Kept missing.
Punching every time.
You think it's because he's fighting the southpaw?
Absolutely. In fact, he's fighting a southpaw, and a southpaw that stays low and moves his head.
Round number 5.
You watch Warren go back into that little crouch. There he is, and he moves his head pretty well. He just slides underneath with that head. He gets very, very low. And so far, Johnson can't find the range. Now here we have Johnson, the boxer. He's doing the stalking, and Warren is doing the boxing. Thus far, in my opinion, Warren's hands have been so much more accurate. There was 4 more misses by Johnson, and Warren again counted with a 1-2.
It was the left that did the most damage in a combination put together by Warren.
There's misses by Johnson again. He just can't.
Oh, big left hand by Warren. And the thing about Warren, after he lands, he sets so quickly.
That's right, and he gets that head, he moves that head and gets out of the way of the counters. That's what Johnson has to do, just what he did then, Bruce. Find the range with that left hand underneath. Everything from outside, he's getting nailed, and he's doing the missing.
Johnson going to the body one of the few times in this fight.
Well, he can't hit the head, Bruce, so that's a good move to make. The body doesn't move, the head does.
Should Johnson be looking for that left hook a little more?
Certainly, there it is. That's the punch that I'm saying that he should be using. Sets up everything else.
And back comes Harold Warren to the body with a combination. Well, this is Warren's type fight. He wants to turn it into a street brawl. And that left hand is scoring regularly.
One thing about Johnson, he's always in excellent condition, Bruce. This has been a tough-paced fight. He hasn't shown any signs of wearing down at all, but he's still missing those punches. He just can't get the range on this tough southpaw.
Again, Harold Warren pressuring on the inside. Johnson with an uppercut, the right landed. And Harold responds. Action picking up in the 5th. Midway through this scheduled 10-round bout, and it's been a good one. Featherweights, Tom Boom Boom Johnson undefeated in the black trunks against Harold Warren, the southpaw, in the blue trunks. Gil Clancy, in the last round, you talked about the fact that Boom Boom Johnson was missing a lot. Is that more or less tiring?
Oh, Bruce, it takes a lot out of you when you miss punches. But the thing is that Johnson's in such excellent condition. If he wasn't, Bruce, you'd see a tired fighter in there now. But missing really does take a lot out of you. And now Warren is starting to lump up a little bit underneath his right eye.
First time we've seen Johnson double up on the left.
And now he's starting to use that hook and set up the right hand. But you see, Warren takes the play away every time he gets nailed with a punch. He's the boss in there right now.
Harold seems to thrive in the counter-puncher's role. Warren is landing far more body blows. Big combination, 3 or 4 punches by Warren. Johnson battles back.
Battles back ineffectively, Bruce.
Non-stop 6th round.
You can see that Johnson doesn't want that losing streak, the winning streak, I should say, to go down the drain. Bruce, he's fighting with a lot of determination.
Now a little bit of a rest period as they both gasp for air. Johnson with a 4-punch combination. I wonder if he's getting frustrated, though, when Warren just comes back.
Warren family trait, Bruce.
You expect him one of those times to just keep going back onto his back. This is an undercard fight, but it's getting the crowd hopped up here at Cutchers. Johnson landing the right as the 6th round draws to a close. Bruce Beck and Gil Clancy back at the Stardust Room at Cutchers Country Club in Monticello, New York. This is the 7th round of a furious fight between Boom Boom Johnson and Harold Warren. Gil Clancy, what about the inactivity of Boom Boom Johnson? Hasn't fought since January. You think it's showing?
Oh, absolutely, Bruce. You know, young fighters, I always believed in keeping my guys active. I mean, from January till now, that you're talking 5 or 6 months. That should never happen with a young fighter.
Warren chopping to the body. No knockdowns in this fight, lots of action.
Anytime Warren's defense is just bending real low and moving that head, and it's still puzzling Johnson.
Yep, he's almost teasing it.
But what he should do is just bang away at that body, be patient. He'll nail him on the chin, but he's got to stay to the body.
Sneaks the left hand in.
Well, we mentioned that Warren had a swelling under his right eye. Now it's Johnson with a swelling under the right eye. One good shot there, Bruce, and that eye's going to bust open.
And a big left hand by Harold Warren.
Well, we mentioned that Johnson was in good condition, Bruce, but he looks like he's tiring slightly. He's going to need a second win. See, those punches are coming a little slower now.
So wouldn't you tell him to throw the jab now and move a bit?
Move a bit, take a breath. Look at the wide punches that Warren is throwing and getting away with it.
Well, he's not a textbook fighter, but he's got a lot of heart and determination. You can see that.
And look what he does, his defense. Just bend low, move your head. And Johnson just can't nail him, can't hit the target.
Johnson's hit over his head several times. Inside of 30 seconds in the 7th. Johnson landing a right hand.
And Warren came back with the left hook. He just does not let you take the play away.
That chopping roundhouse right. All the time from Warren. Bruce Beck and Gil Clancy back at Cutchers. We're headed to round number 8. And Gil, I sensed before the fight that you were somewhat skeptical that we would have an action fight between Boom Boom Johnson and Harold Warren. Was I reading you correct?
Well, yes, and they sure fooled me, because I know Johnson is no big banger. He's a great boxer, good technician, excellent condition. But I think the fact that Warren is a southpaw has brought them together, and it's turned it into a brawl.
Does either guy have the power, you think, right now to take the other guy out?
Well, Bruce, you know, under ordinary conditions, no, but funny things happen in boxing.
Especially after the accumulation of blows of this fight.
And now, you notice Warren has become the boxer. He's moving around, using that right jab, trying to box for a while. They may have told him to coast this round, which can be a mistake. You never let the other guy into a fight when you're doing as well as Warren was doing. You see him boxing, Bruce, moving to the right. Using his legs.
Johnson being a little more patient now than he was earlier in the fight.
Well, but what will happen, he'll get nailed with a punch, Bruce, and he'll forget all that, and he'll throw that flurry right back again.
Johnson landing and moving.
Fighters with good concentration. But again, Johnson just can't hit that target.
He's looking hard enough.
He should be throwing punches right at Warren's chest. That's where he should be throwing those punches right now. He's going to hit something if he does that.
That's an interesting point, because a pitcher recently, Dan Plesac in Milwaukee, was shooting too high for a guy, decided to go a different way, and sometimes you hit the spot you're looking for, you know?
That's the way it works.
There's a chopping right hand. Another.
Well, see, that's what makes the difference in a round. Everything is going even, and then Warren just rallies.
Warren backs Johnson into the corner.
These are misses by Johnson again. That time he nailed him with the right hand. But he's just too short with too many punches.
Johnson seems to heat up the last 15 seconds of the round.
That's the old Louis Rodriguez trick. Flurry in that last 15 seconds. Well, this round, he just decided to become the boxer, Bruce.
So 8 rounds complete. Is Boom Boom Johnson's winning streak on the line, according to your tabulations, Mr. Clancy?
Absolutely.
Now you coasted this round. Let's go. Come on, suck it up.
Tommy Gallagher scrubbing Boom Boom Johnson's chest, trying to put some life into him, because these last 2 rounds are telling.
Talk to me. Oh, come on, let's go. Come on, you want to wait for a title fight? Let's go. Let this guy stand in your way. Right hand to the right. This works. Where is he? Come on. Hold it to him. Come on. Reach down and bury this guy.
Drop, suck it out, suck it out.
Come on, John.
That's the way a fighter should be in a corner, Bruce.
Get looking.
Sitting straight up, taking his bets, and relax.
Okay, Tommy, let's go. And attentive.
And attentive, right.
So we're headed to the 9th round. This fight scheduled for 10. Tom Boom Boom Johnson, black trunks. Harold Warren, blue trunks, white trim. Harold, the younger brother of Frankie Warren, and showing that Warren style and landing the left hand.
And Bruce, in my opinion, Johnson's going to have 2 very decisive rounds to sway the judges in this fight. As awkward as Warren looks, his punches are landing. He's more accurate and more effective than Johnson has been up to this point. There's another combination by Warren.
And a right hand landing right on the butt.
I mean, he doesn't look pretty, Bruce, but, you know, it depends on how these judges, if a guy looks pretty, maybe they're going to give him a round. Who knows? But now you'll see Warren will rally right out of this thing. Let's just watch and see if that doesn't happen. There goes Warren.
And body blows.
He just doesn't let you take the play.
Referee Luis Rivera's done a nice job letting these fighters go at it because they haven't ended up in a clinch too often, Gil.
You know, a good referee is a guy that you never notice. And that's the kind of job that Rivera's doing in this fight. Letting these guys fight. No need to bother them.
Johnson getting those elbows up a little bit high now, because of the leaning forward nature of Warren.
And Warren does find room. He nails him underneath those low. It doesn't make any difference. He hits him somewhere.
Johnson trying to fire, but every time he turns, he gets popped.
It was a good left hook to the body by Johnson, though, Bruce.
There's the
best uppercut he threw in the entire fight. Inside, short punches.
It would make sense to shorten the punches because of the closeness of the fighter to him.
And also the fact that Warren punches so wide. But now they're both trying to see who can outstrength too. But you see Warren rallies. He catches my eye. I don't know about the judges, but he sure catches my eye.
He is resilient.
Warren is tired, Bruce.
Yeah, he's starting to show it, leaning more and more. Headed for a butt if he's not careful.
A lot busier than Johnson inside, though.
Now Rivera separates the fighters with under 30 seconds to go in the ninth.
You see Warren come right after him again, Bruce.
Let it go, let it go, let it go. Let's go ahead.
There's a warning to keep the punches up. So we still have 3 minutes of boxing to go. And a big round coming up for Johnson, I would think.
Johnson is going to have to win this round.
Yep.
Real big, in my opinion, Bruce.
I agree with you. Let's listen in the corner of Harold Warren.
This one, okay? This one. This one. Close your eyes. Not your eyes. Okay? This one. This one, Harold. Keep it up all upstairs, Harold. Okay? Keep it upstairs. Everything. Okay? Right hook.
Come on, Boomer. Let's go. Let's get that head up.
Boom Boom
Come on,
Johnson's
baby.
corner.
Let's go. Be there this round. This is the round we want. Push him off. Come on, baby. He gets in close, we'll step upstairs with those whipping punches. Come on, Boomer.
Okay, gentlemen, let's go.
This is the one, Boomer.
Time out.
Well, this is it. 10th and final round. Then a good one. Boom Boom Johnson and Harold Warren touch gloves. Johnson starts off with a flurry.
Johnson landed 2 good right hands, Bruce.
Johnson letting it all hang out. He's fighting like he needs a knockout. And Warren just comes back.
Another right hand by Johnson.
Tom Boom Boom Johnson, number 6 in the WBA rankings of the featherweight division, with his 20-0 winning streak on the line against Harold Warren, a cagey veteran.
And Warren has become not only the cagey veteran, but the boxer, Bruce. Hit the nail on the head. A good right hand again by Johnson. Look what an awkward target that Johnson
That was
gives
a
you.
beautiful spin move.
Awkward, gets low, moves underneath, punches in flurries when he finds the opening. There's that uppercut again. That's that short uppercut. Should have been using that all night. Short punches, not those wide punches. Don't fight the other guy's fight.
Come on, let it go, let it go. Come on, step back. Very good.
And Warren is tired, Bruce.
But does Johnson have the power to take him out? And can he catch him?
Well, apparently they told Warren in his corner that he's way ahead. Fox. Watch for a last-minute flurry by Warren in this fight.
55 seconds. 10th round. Warren doing a lot of dancing in this last round. Both fighters gave us great effort. Both were busy.
Well, Warren thinks he has this fight won, Bruce. That's why he's fighting this round this way. But you see, anytime he gets nailed a punch, he throws 3 or 4 back.
Final seconds of the fight. A chopping right hand landed by Warren. And the fight is over. Let's listen to the crowd.
Oh, yes, my good friends. Come on, let's hear it one more time.
A well-deserved round of applause for both fighters. And the hands are in the judges. The ballots are in the judges' hands, Gil, the decision.
This is the toughest time of a fight, Bruce. This is when the trainers and managers get gray hair. Because you just never know how the judges are going to score these fights.
That's why sometimes it's questionable to do what Warren did in that last round, gambling like he was ahead. The judges, Barbara Perez, Billy Costello, and Georgie Colon. 3 judges score the fight in a 10-point must system in New York State. This should be an interesting decision, to say the least.
There were a lot of rounds, Bruce, that could have gone either way, in my opinion. But it just seemed to me that Warren, he just never let Johnson get into his rhythm. He always kept fighting back and taking the play.
What about the final seconds of rounds? How much does that influence the judges?
Well, it's Bruce. Theoretically, they're supposed to have the other 9 rounds written down. But again, the final seconds of a round, yes, can influence the judge.
Standing by for the decision, Ed Darian, the ring announcer, has the numbers in front of him. Right now, let's go up to Ed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a split decision. And the scoring by points as follows. Judge Billy Costello observed the fight, 96-93 Warren. Judge Georgie Colon, he scored it, 96-94 Johnson. And Judge Barbara Perez, she watched it, 96-94. For the winner, by split decision, Harold, the real kid, Warren.
So Harold Warren roars into the Catskills and steals one from Boom Boom Johnson.
Bruce, Styles had a lot to do with it, but Styles and Warren heart. He has a big heart, this kid. He just never let Johnson take the play in the entire fight. It was a great fight. I wouldn't mind seeing it again.
Harold Warren, 12-4. Only 16 fights in 10 years as a pro, but he showed a lot of great ability in that fight and a lot of smarts. Well, tonight, Glenwood, the real beast bound, and Alex Stewart fighting without their beloved manager, Mike Jones, who passed away.